When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Under fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quarterback adapted. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
They'll try the run, and the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's going to run it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durant. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Durant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. From the gun to give, looking for room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Red pass, it's complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. quick to pass. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. At the 35, he's got room. Flying out to the left. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Going right to work up top. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Caught behind the line. It's Horn. Breaks into the open. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Texans! The defense putting points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
That's caught. It's Durant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Grab near the sticks. It's Durant. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. Creates a little room. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
2nd down coming up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Durant. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He is complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A great catch and run for 6.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. These corners going to give them some space. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Heaves it on the run. Fires into traffic. Gets picked off. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field. When as it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Horn. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They're going to run it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Lots of room to run. The 20, 10, touchdown Longhorns. And that one will put them up here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Horn. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
So now it's 2nd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on third. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And tackled there by the defense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's straight downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When
these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. The give on the inside. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. Man, they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
Sending the offense back onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
A lot of times as a defender, it's really about route recognition, seeing what that receiver's going to do. And you can tell, stuck his foot in the ground, started to break in. Nice job breaking on the quarterback's eyes, breaking his hand in there and batting the football to the ground.
They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. He's at the 22.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Kennedy. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, they're after him! And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Throws to the back. He makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, I'm curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That will put the wrap on